Alrighty, folks. Oh, give me a moment here. Got different cameras activated all over the place. Cameras all over the place. Everything's all over the place. Uh, so welcome back. Uh, SPDas is back in the house. The human time machine. Elliot wave theory trader. Um, 7:02. Let's check that schedule again. 7 p.m. EST, 12 a.m. GMT. So good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, I guess. Whatever AEST is. I think that's evening now. I've got all this stuff written down on X as well. Um, I've got so many tabs open that I lose track of things here. But some good news is we're making progress as always, and progress is good. Progress is better than no progress. Super excited for another live session. I'm just gonna switch it over and we'll keep the updates coming through the different channels. But of course, our main update is coming tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. And thanks for tuning in. SB Dust, the trading floor is yours.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, Igor. And
Thank you.
just looking at, I was looking at the Dow yesterday, but it's it's still sideways. So let's get started off with the Euro USD. Welcome everyone. Uh, Once again for the Tokyo Sydney overlap. We are 30 31 31st of Jan, and this would be the last Tokyo Sydney overlap for the week. And to uh, to take you first of all to the daily chart. Let's do that first. I've kept the counts as it is. For those who are still joining for the first time, or yes, for the first time, uh, we've got the impulse, larger degree impulse in place. One, two, three, four, five, indicating the larger trend, which is up. All right, that's the larger degree trend, and you have the corrective wave as well in place. So that is a multi-year corrective decline, and ideally now the next wave should resume. All right, so the larger degree path from here is ideally on the north side, and we've already got the first lower degree wave up there. All right, so that's this. It's the impulse, okay? Then the corrective phase. So impulse is one of the motive phases. So we can say it's a motive phase followed by the corrective phase, and now the next motive phase has just begun. And if you would like to go back on the hourly chart, okay, and if we can try and continue the story from where we left yesterday, before that, the subdivisions are clearly into 5 waves: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember that 5 wave rally is wave one of one larger degree, correct? And again, the same principle applies. Motive normally followed by a corrective decline, which is A, B, and C. And as you can see, wave B exactly went up to the 70 mark last session, and we're now kind of producing the C wave, and almost midway, correct? We've done one, two, three possibly, and wave four sideways, and so wave C. I mean, let's not be very choosy and picky. It could also bounce from there, which is the 50% of the entire rally previous. So let's be prepared for a range now. This is the next path which we have laid. Let's see how it takes shape in the next few hours from now. You know what? We will just try and redefine for those who have taken shorts from aggressive shorts from 70. I think it's okay to take profits right now and get out of the short side. You never know because the larger degree trend is up. So that wave C could be just shallow, and it might surprise us on the opposite side, and we don't want to get trapped on that side, correct? So we're already getting that 70 points cut between the New York and this session. Not a bad deal at all. And this entire region now is uh, is a buy zone for us. All right. So looking at the range, the price would drop towards the 310.11 handle. That 310 between 310 and 350.60 zone. All right. I mean, if you go back, the only thing which happens when you go back in time is that you get an opportunity to look at the wave in a slightly magnitude form. So if I say what does it mean, so it's already defining clear five waves here. All right, and only thing is it goes a lesser degree. The last degree was minute. This one will be sub-minute, and the story continues on the other side as well. That is ABC, and again that is wave one, wave two. Is it wave three, wave four, and wave five? That's quite possible. Or it's just the first wave, and we'll have a second wave rally, and then three, four, five. So I think five, three, and ideally another five. Now, if it is not happening in the five waves, then it might happen in okay, it will take five waves, but maybe it can unfold as a diagonal. Yesterday I was telling right, it would either be an impulse or a diagonal. Sorry, I have to change I need to hide this on the hourly chart, otherwise it will be confusing. This is a good part of the TradingView platform. You can actually hide what you can see and what you cannot see on different time frames. There you go. All right. So trading point of view, wait please for another 50 points from now. A 50-point decline from here is what is going to get us going all the way again on the long side. All right. So that's Euro USD. Let's jump on to the dollar index now. Okay, we've been picking up mostly three instruments on a quite regular basis, the directional trend and counter trends, etc. Gold also to some extent. It would be interesting to see if Bitcoin triggered or not. So dollar index, the larger degree trend is down. Remember, please, when there are when there is a motive wave, we label it as one, two, three, four, and five. That is numeric is the labeling. Corrective phase, the labeling is an A, B, C, sometimes D and E if it's a triangle. And what follows after that is another potential impulse wave or motive phase. Again, we start labeling it as one, two, three, four, and five. So we haven't, I mean, we've got to keep the degree same. So this would also either be, this would also be ideally labeled as a minor wave one, actually. We'll change the degree later on a bit later on, but these degrees will change to minute, what we've done as minute right now, just to keep the uniformity on the daily chart. So those five waves lower are now being followed by three waves higher, A, B, C. It's taking its time though, but absolutely it is not always that it's going to happen as we wish. In fact, we have to follow what the market does. So let's be a bit more patient. I think it should happen today. One more thing I wanted to tell you because it's a very interesting story when you kind of want to pick up a high or a low. I I would flip to the candles for a moment. Now, if you go by the definition of a high or a low, remember I told you there will be at least 3 days for that lower high to be print. Now, the reason why I said there would be at least 3 days is this. I need to pick up. Uh, let's say this is candle one, candle two, and candle three, and these are the remaining days. For that particular high to be in place, it to be called as a high, we need at least 3 days. I told you why, because we need to see two candles on the left and two candles on the right whose highs are lower than the middle candle. And that's why whenever a pullback is happening, just remember this is a good trick that after a wave and after a wave and when the pullback is beginning on the daily chart, you can at least wait for 3 days for a particular high or low to form. This is a good formula and it's almost 85% accurate. So it helps us define the corrective wave period. We go on keeping waiting and waiting, that's not necessary. But once you're good on the daily chart that we've got just wave one, you can, in a normal condition, you can believe that there would be at least 3 days to carve a lower high, which is also defining what is a high exactly. All right. We will be. It's very interesting. We will cover all these topics in the theory sessions. All right. So trading point of view, keep a watch on 108, 80, 108. Let's also lower a range and lower the range a bit. Let's say 108.50 and 108.80. We got to be on the sell side now because it's just about time for bears to come back in control. Just a matter of time now. All right. And the other one is USD. I just saw the indices. It's just sideways. We might want to skip it anyways. And Okay, the sub waves are as follows. We all know the last wave B has now shifted gears and it is projected to be somewhere. I mean, I would prefer 28, 20. It would go to 28, 20, 25 as well. Of course, I would not want to because we would stop down in that case. But price action will do what it wants to do. What it wants to do, correct? Now, if you look at the wave here, then it's one, two, and then the third wave is extending. So it's going to be one, two, and possibly the third of third is also extending again one, two, three, four, and five. So it's going to be a while before a top is formed. I don't know if it is just uh, going to happen quickly, but still, if you look at the wave counts, it is one, two, three, four, and the fifth wave is just happening. So it's going to be like maybe one more leg lower. Did I take the, okay, I took the wrong tool. So it's going to be like one more leg lower and then higher again, which could push prices to 2800, and that would ideally complete the structure because in analyzing the chart without any attachment is the key to uh, succeeding in projections. And normally when we when we practice a lot, it happens. It begins to happen. Otherwise, we tend to get biased according to the trades that we have taken or we intend to do. So I have personally realized, this is my personal experience, when there is no trade that I am involved in, there is no bias actually, and that really brings a bit of objectivity when people come on asking and what is gold like. Like example, yesterday someone just messaged me if I would sell gold with a stop around 2790, 95, would it be good enough? And I said the stop might get, I mean, that is not a good enough stop. And then Pat comes a reply that, okay, thank you, you were bang on target because after a while it went to 98. So it's only the sub waves when we start counting it properly, it helps us. So now the third wave is complete. We were expecting fourth wave to drop a bit lower and then a fifth wave rally. And one more thing which really helps us, a personal level, it helps me a lot and I rely it a lot. And I would suggest you to do that as well, is the RSI. Remember yesterday what we were talking? That particular rally is a straight line. There is no divergence in there. Now you start beginning to see that curve lower and a price higher over there. So the divergence is now beginning to see on the other side that should happen because and I've never seen a fifth wave rally or a collapse which is not accompanied by a divergence or a bullish or a bearish divergence. So these two techniques combined makes the analysis very objective and helps us pick up a point which is just the turning point. And remember, sir, around the 28, 28, 10, or maybe 20 region, when most of the traders would be getting on the long side, it would be time for us to again get on the short side, even if we get stopped out. Okay. So once again, trading point of view, if you are already in from 55, 65, there's no need to add positions. But if you are looking to just join and do some partial trading, then this is the right price. Partial here and partial around 28.10 The stop around 28.20, it would do the trick. All right. So in the next few hours, it's going to be really interesting. Let's see. Okay, there is a bit of divergence that I can see on the 4-hour chart already from the previous swing high. All right. That that peak and this peak, there is a diverging scenario already on the 4-hour chart, which is a good sign for us. And this is now excellent case for an expanded flat where V is pushing higher. All right, we'll come back to the indices in the later sessions for the day, but I think we have already missed Bitcoin. It's correcting lower though. We will allow some more time for it to correct, but I think 103, 103, 102 would be a good place to enter again. So I'm not suggesting a trade, but if you'd like to do, then watch out for this 102, 103 range, which is the backside of the channel test as well, to initiate some long position. But the stop loss has to be at least 89 or 97 right now. With an upside targets are all the same, 115 and 123. Ethereum, I'm going to be quick because we have locked in some profits almost there. I mean, 3,100 we were in. Right now we are stopped around 3050, so not locked in, but we are at a minimum risk, just about 50 points. And if you allow me to do this subdivisions, it's actually wave one, uh, wave two, and then one, two, possibly three, some wave four and wave five. So wave three is still progressing, and then we're going to see wave four and wave five again. So there is a bit of more upside left. Would be something like this. Wave three completing, and then wave four, and then wave five. That would be one, two, three, four, and five, which is again the third wave completion. So we'll have two more waves after that, which takes us into the next week, I suppose. So at least one coin we've gotten on the right side, got the opportunity to get on the right side. Sorry, and Solana is okay. It's continuing to operate sideways for now. I can see three waves all the ways, three up and three down and three up. So it's still in the triangle mode. Let's please wait for the 220 region trigger. And you know what? Ethereum is it's also okay if you book some profits. Keep booking partial profits. If not now, maybe after this high, around 3,300 or some price action around that. Short-term profit booking or partial profit booking is always advisable, sir. It gives us a chance actually to buy more when it corrects lower. And Ripple, we have adjusted the entry point, so we are still waiting for that to happen. It could be just around the corner now, but wait for a 3.01 drop, a 2.9 stop over there, and 3.7 target thereafter. All right, so let us bring it a pause for now in this session. And once again, I would like to thank you for tuning in. We'll be back again in a few hours to continue the story in the London session. And happy to hand over to Igor right away. Back to you, Igor. Thank you very much.
Shiv Priyadas, thank you very much as well. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, always.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Please like the stream and repost to your trader friends. We really appreciate it. And we'll be back tomorrow at 5 a.m. EST. Where do I have this schedule? I have too many things on my mind to always remember this stuff. Let's see here. 5 a.m. EST, 10 a.m. GMT. And of course, that's with SPDas. And yeah, then we got IT Trader coming up again for New York 1 and SPDas back for New York 2. More updates coming tomorrow. We've got everyone, the whole team is cracking right now. Pretty much putting together some of the final pieces on getting a good rate limited LLM demo for holders, as well as the portal demo um, for whales. What else was there? Integrating these live sessions. So we're setting up that infrastructure so that they are secure behind the, so that they're gated and secure as well. So that we're gonna probably drip roll that out. We'll probably just start by taking out one session or even like 10 minutes of one session or something like that. It's all programmatically done. But yeah, I think yeah the best thing to do is just wait for that update that we post tomorrow, and of course I'll be repeating it as well. Thanks for tuning in, and see you in a few hours.
ForexLens gives you the edge. ForexLens understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. ForexLens lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with ForexLens. Check out our performance at ForexLens.com. Get the edge on trades. Your eye into the markets. ForexLens.com.